Hey everyone, what's up? Strike here, coming at you with a brand new LEGO review, the new DC Comics superheroes, Justice League Darkseid Invasion, set 76028, ages 8 to 14, with 545 pieces. It comes with 5 figures, 4 minifigures, and 1 big fig. If we look at the box, back of the box here, we've got the Javelin with Green Arrow, Superman coming out of there, and then Cyborg shooting his gun, and then Darkseid shooting his Omega beams from his eyes, and then we got Hawkman swooping down to save the day. We got all these features with the super jumper and Darkseid's hovercraft thing, and then some Javelin features as we see here, and there's a comic book included, and that is pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and look at the contents of the box. Okay, so this is the opened box. As you can see, we've got several bags here. The first little thing here is Darkseid. It comes packaged there. We've got a numbered sticker sheet, which is pretty cool. We've got the Hawkman wing pieces, both opened wings and closed. We have 4 bags to open and assemble. Then we've got, of course, the comic book that comes with basically all the DC stuff. And then we've got 3 instruction manuals. Now, the first one, sorry about the glare, but it appears it comes to about 37 pages of building, and the second one, and these are all 3 different sizes, comes about to 83 pages of building, and then wow, it's really bright, I'm going to move this up. This one comes to about 43 pages of building, so we've got quite thick books, and I didn't notice this until after I opened it, but there's a big gash in the bottom of my box for some reason. I'm going to have to investigate, apparently, because I have no clue how that happened. It probably happened on my way outside of the store. But anyway, moving on to the figures of this set. Now, as far as the spare parts go for this set, you do get 4 extra red studs for Cyborg's little stud blaster thing. Then you get a bunch of spare parts, mostly these 1x1 tile pieces. Can rule those out. We get like 3 studs left over, 3 studs besides the blaster pieces, and then we get one of these pieces, a couple Technic pins and whatnot. So a few little extra pieces there is a pretty good amount to have. The first figure we are going to go over in this set, if I don't shake everything, is going to be Darkseid. Now this is the for me it's the second official LEGO DC big fig that we've gotten, and he is menacing. This dude looks awesome. Personally, I believe this figure blows the Gorilla Grodd big fig out of the water. This dude's detail and coloring just makes my day. Holy crap, is this dude awesome. He doesn't have too much detail on the back here, as you can see, just blue and black, and you can see that all around his head, or not all around, but around his head is some of that cool gold printing, and he's got like the cracks going on in the front, and his menacing face. I'm like shaking just holding him, mainly because of the stand, but he's totally awesome. I love this dude to death. He is just an epic big fig to have, and he's a definitely must have to any DC fans collection. Now the next figure we have here is Hawkman. Hawkman is a pretty cool figure. He does come with the helmet piece, and that's pretty cool. It looks pretty new. I will say before I get into the details of this figure that since I'm a big fan of the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited cartoon shows, I am more partial to the Hawk Girl character than I am to the Hawkman character, but I think Hawkman is more kind of mainstream in the comics anyway, so I'm kind of beaten there. But this dude is pretty cool. As you can see, he's got his little mace, which is awesome, and that is a pretty cool piece. I'm going to take it off for now, though. As you can see, he looks pretty cool with his wing pieces. These are the same pieces and same material and stuff as that we got in the Batman spacesuit figure in the Green Lantern set. He has the same piece that attaches it, and then he's got 2 studs back here that keep it on. And of course, he does have a double-sided face. In fact, before I show off the rest of the figure, I'm going to take off his wing piece and show off the rest of the figure. Here he is. He's pretty cool. As you can see, he's got like a chin strap thing for his Hawkman helmet. But the only thing I don't like about the helmet is that it looks at least that like it's going over his mouth. It's not. It's like literally right under the nose piece. But it looks like, if you're looking at it from like an angle that's slightly above it, it looks like it's covering up his mouth, and it kind of bugs me. That's the only complaint I have with the figure. He does have leg printing, which is pretty cool. I really like the fact that some of these figures do have leg printing, even though some of them don't. And the fact that most of them, or not most of them, but some of them do, is pretty cool. There's his back printing. Nothing there, just nothing special there, just the continuation of what's on the front of him. Now, if we take that off and we put on his other face for his mask, we can see that the cowl thing kind of does cover it up a bit, but it's slightly more noticeable than it was before. And go ahead and take that off. Actually, I'm going to leave that on. I'm going to show you what this figure looks like with his spread wings. Now here is the Hawkman figure with his wings spread. It does look pretty cool. You know, it's kind of nice that LEGO comes with 2 sets of these wings so that we can have Hawkman flying if we want to. It does look pretty good on him, and I won't keep it in this position just because it takes up a bit of space on like shelves and stuff, but it does look pretty cool if you're going to do like a mock or something where he needs his wings spread. So that is really cool that LEGO would include that piece. Now the next figure that we have here is pretty awesome. It's Cyborg. Now this is a figure that is a member of the Justice League in a lot of like New 52 medias and like a lot of newer forms of like the Justice League, especially when it comes to like the original 7. I personally was introduced to this character through the Teen Titans show that was on in, you know, the early 2000s and stuff, and I prefer him being like as a Teen Titan than a Justice League member, at least not a Justice League member immediately. I do think he's, you know, young, and he's kind of got one of those young attitudes, but so I kind of prefer him to be on my Teen Titans than I would the Justice League, at least for now. But let's get into the details of the figure. He comes with this cool cannon blaster thing. It's basically just a stud launcher with like a minifigure handle. You just press down on those, and that stud flies across my room. Luckily, I knew where it landed, so make sure there's no like dirt or dust or anything on there. And stick that back in there, and I'm going to take this off. It would have been nice to, because like in the form, like the Teen Titans show that I watched, his arm actually transformed into the cannon instead of him just holding a cannon. I don't know if he's supposed to be like just holding this or if it's actually supposed to be part of his arm, but I will go ahead and show you the other side of the face. He's got this kind of happy face. Luckily there's no printing over this left eye here. That would have been upsetting. Here is his back printing. His back printing looks pretty sweet. He's got an angry face, which looks awesome. So if we go ahead and bring that around to the front and put his cowl, headpiece, whatever, back on, we can see that he looks pretty menacing and is awesome. I would like to say that not only does he have epic printing on his front of the torso and the back of his torso, it looks really good, but his legs look awesome as well. And not only do they just look awesome, but they're both, the legs and the arms are both this awesome like metallic color that I haven't gotten in any set before. It looks like around my figure, it looks like he's got some sort, it looks like he already has cracking on his arm. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's a bit disappointing. I don't know if that's actual cracking or if that's just the way the paint was made, but it looks like his arms are cracking, and I'm totally just noticing this. If they are cracked, that's going to be really upsetting. But the metallic-y silver color looks awesome on a minifigure, and I absolutely love having it. That's why Cyborg is one of the cool minifigures that has come out. One of the coolest minifigures that's come out in this new Justice League wave. Now the next figure on the list is Superman. I probably could have done him first, but I didn't really want to. I wanted to show those 2 new characters off. And here is Superman. Now Superman, his cape looks really good on this figure right now. I know some people were having trouble, even myself were having some trouble with the capes riding up on the neck of the minifigure a bit too much, and I got this one on and it looks great. At least it does for right now. It could eventually turn on me. The one I got from the Brainiac Attack set, I think I stretched out the hole that goes over the peg, and now his neck goes straight down there, and it looks bad. So this cape looks really, really good. I'm gonna be careful with this cape, to be honest. As always, we get Superman with his curl hair. This is pretty much straight out of the Power Armor Lex set from 2012, because he's got the smirk face back. In the Brainiac Attack, he had the Man of Steel face with the heat vision eyes, but we got the smirk back, and of course, turn the figure around. He's got his standard back printing, same as before, nothing new there. Take off his hairpiece, he's got the standard Superman face. Put his hair on, that's what that looks like. But that is basically Superman. Nothing too unique about him, but he's got a new cape, and that's pretty cool. Up next is probably my favorite figure in this set, and most likely my favorite figure in this, one of my favorite figures at least. I don't think he could beat Supergirl for me, but one of my favorite figures in this wave. And oh my god, I can't believe we are getting this figure. There was a Green Arrow released in the 2013, I believe, San Diego Comic-Con as an exclusive, and I don't even think there were more than 200 of those made. So to get an official Green Arrow in a Lego set instead of a promo that's really expensive online, he's like $500. It's ridiculous. To get this in an actual set is just awesome. I am so happy that they included him. Now, the only thing I don't really care for too much is this bow piece. This bow piece was also I got one of these in black with Hawkeye, but this is in a green color. It's basically like a compound bow type thing going on here with an arrow already being drawn back, and it's going through the handle, which is weird. I know it makes it easier for Lego, but it's just kind of weird how it turned out. But I don't really care for this piece. I'll probably just be replacing it with a like a brick forge bow that I have on my custom arrow figure. And another thing that's alright about the figure, it doesn't bother me too much, is his hair. His hair is like basically just pure yellow. I know it's like that in the comic books, but I don't care for that too much. If we take a look at the back, we do see he's got like a rubber hood piece, and of course he's got his sleeveless shirt. He doesn't have any leg printing, just dark green legs on a green hip piece. And if we take off his hair, oop, we're breaking stuff. We're breaking stuff. I can't do anything without breaking stuff. Anyway, sorry about that. We take off his hairpiece. We see that he's also got a angry face. Now, one thing I did notice about the face is that he has stubble, which is really cool. I'm really glad he has stubble. But it always cuts off right up above the upper lip for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it does, and it's weird. I'm not sure why it does that, but it's... Oh my god, his head is on there. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow, that is a stiff head. Wow, okay. Turn the body around, we see that he's got a quiver on the back, which is pretty cool. We see all his little green arrows in there. That's pretty awesome. Put on his hood piece, put on his angry face, and then give him his brightly colored yellow hair. And that is Green Arrow. I love this figure. I think he is gotta be most likely my second favorite in the wave. Once again, I don't think he can beat Supergirl for me personally, but this figure is pretty awesome, and he's definitely worth the set. I absolutely love this guy. But moving on to the actual features of the set. Now, the first little vehicle we got here is Darkseid's little glider. As we can see, it's just a simple little thing. It's got a cannon on it that shoots little red balls. It's got these hover things on the bottom that are pretty cool, these translucent blue pieces. And it's got a little stand for like where Darkseid would stand. And we pop him on there. And he's got these little control handle things that he can, move around, which is pretty cool. Then this, all we gotta do is squeeze. Ow. That launches those little red balls, and basically what happens is you're supposed to get one of the characters that can fly most likely onto the super jumper piece, and you put like Superman here. I do not like these things because they don't go on. Come on. Take Superman and you move his cape out of the way, and you can. And then he was supposed to knock over Darkseid. It's Darkseid, not Doomsday. Knock him over, and that's pretty much it for that. Just a simple little thing. It's kind of gimmicky, but it does look kind of cool. I don't think Darkseid would actually probably use this if he actually came to invade Earth, but it's a neat little thing to have, I guess. It's pretty cool. It's not horrible, but it's neat. It's cool. Now the Javelin is one of those vehicles that pretty much takes up all of my little table space here. I don't have a big table right now, so I'm doing all my reviews on this little thing that's beside my bed, basically. But anyway, we get this huge Javelin. It's much bigger than anticipated. I got a little scratch on my little windshield there. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't. Can I open it up and show it? Will it show up? No, it's not. Okay. Anyway, you get this huge Javelin. It's awesome. The stickers, I did goof up on that sticker there, but you can't really tell. It should be in its landing pose right now. That's the landing pose. And then when it flies, it's that. But it's pretty cool. We've got a little area back here. All of these things are seats, and we've actually got a little thing for the super jumper here that when we push down, I think we're supposed to. I think it works. No, it probably doesn't. It's probably not going to, at least. You're supposed to, I guess, push down on that, and that launches it, and that actually worked. I'm actually surprised. Yay. But you've also got seats in here, and one in the main cockpit for like Green Arrow or someone to fly the ship. And you also, on the bottom, if I can flip this over with one hand without breaking it, you've got this little compartment that when it's flying upside right, you open it and it drops these little things. There's no way to open it. You gotta do it manually with your hands. But it drops these little like bomb things, I guess. I don't know what they do really. Doesn't really explain. But it's also got flick fire missiles, which you push that, and those go off onto my floor like everything else. And then you pop those back in there. And the detail on this thing is awesome. You got these things to help you open up the little doors there. The detail on this thing are awesome. The little fins that go up and down are probably the coolest thing. You got a little jet propelling thing back there. It kind of looks like a funky face. And the stickers are pretty cool. There's a little Justice League shield emblem thing up here, which is just awesome. I love that piece. I do wish some of these were printed, though. I did goof up a couple times on the stickers, and it kind of bugged the crap out of me. But that is the Javelin, and it's an awesome vehicle. Lots of blues, lots of reds, definitely a lot of white. But yeah, it's really big, actually. Like, for scale, here is Green Arrow. And it probably doesn't look that big on camera or in this video, but the thing is huge. Like, it's almost as big as my hand and forearm, and that is pretty big. But anyway, let's move on to the conclusion of this review. So in conclusion, this is an epic set. This is probably the best set in the whole wave. It's definitely worth it. For the amount of figures that you get, it's obviously going to be a big number because of the size of the set. They're not just going to include like 2 or 3 figures. I mean, they could, but it'd be kind of lame. The amount of figures you get and the quality of the figures and just what we get. We get Darkseid. He's like the most menacing Justice League enemy ever. We get a classic Superman again. I mean, we've already got him twice already. But it is awesome to see him again. I have multiples of these now, so I don't have to worry about like if one of mine gets lost or something. I won't have to stress over that. Cyborg is awesome. I love the parts on him. I love the colors of the parts on him. Hawkman is pretty cool. Once again, I'd prefer Hawk Girl, but that's not probably going to happen for a while. Then of course Green Arrow, my favorite figure in this set, one of my favorites in the entire wave, and this set is just
absolutely worth it. It's $60. This set retails for $60, $59.99 at Target, and I'm assuming like Walmart and other stores like that. But for some weird reason on Lego Shop at Home like the shop.lego.com, shop at home for Lego, and the Lego stores, and I'm pretty sure Toys R Us have this set for an extra $10. Now it's weird for at the Lego store because the Lego store usually has everything regular price, and all the other sets in this wave are regular price at the Lego store, but for some reason this one's marked up. And same goes for Toys R Us. I'm sure Toys R Us has always marked up their things, but I'm pretty sure I've seen pictures of the Toys R Us's that have these sets, and they all have them, most of them, for the regular prices except for this one. I don't know if it's just because this is the biggest set, or probably they know it's the best set and they just want to get extra cash or what, but yeah, they marked it up for some reason. But either way, it's worth it. I would recommend you try and go find this for the $60 price. It's much more worth it than paying an extra $10. I mean, there's no reason to pay an extra $10. Like, if you're really obsessed with getting this set and they don't have it at any stores that have it for the $60 price, and they only have it for $70 at your local Lego store or Toys R Us or something, then go ahead and get it. It's worth it anyway, but it is kind of a pain in the butt to think about someone buying this set, paying $70 for it, and then seeing it at a different store where it's only $60. That would be kind of a bummer. But anyway, this set is awesome. I really like this set, and it would mean a lot to me if you would like this video at the very least, because I want this video to do well, because it is one of my favorite Lego like sets that I've gotten so far, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a fun time editing this review. It's gonna be my first review with an intro, which I hope you enjoyed. But anyway, if you like this video, please leave it a like. I'll do more Lego sets as they come out. I only have one set from this wave I need left, and it's the Aquaman Black Manta set, whatever, that I'm not looking, I'm not obsessed with getting that set as much as I was like this one of the Brainiac Attack set. So that probably won't be out for a while. So in the meantime, subscribe and the review will be out before you know it. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this awesome Lego review, and I'll see you all in the next video. Later, taters.